Hi, Joyce Dodge, the MTO Missus. We are on part 9 of our Germany trip in 2026. So in this one, we went to the Kyffhäuser. We went to the Kyffhäuser. And even getting to the Kyffhäuser was quite an event. To get there, I mean, because we're not driving a car, we had to call for a bus. And it's even on the front of it. It says it's a roof bus, which means a call bus. So we called. Really wasn't hard to do. We were a little worried about it, but it worked out fine. Set up a time for them to pick us up at the train station and a time for us to pick us up from the Kyffhäuser and bring us back. So that left a little more time than we needed, but it really was kind of funny because here we are, we're the only two on this full-size bus, and I thought, oh, this is a terrible system, really. They should have smaller buses. They ended up picking up another group in a little town further up, which made me feel a lot better. And they went home at the same time, so that was kind of fun. But anyway, the Kyffhäuser is complete propaganda. Very large statue with two large statues really focusing on Friedrich Barbarossa. And this was put up when the Hohenzollerns united Germany in 1871, so they just felt it would be strong. It was a fun place to visit. I really enjoyed it. With the time we had, I think we went up and down about 3 times. But we explored a lot of the area, the old fort that was there, old castle that was there, and had a fabulous lookout, of course, because it was so high up. While we were there, we had reenactors there. There was a car show up there. I mean, it was truly a happening place. So anyway, it really was one of the highlights of the trip. We had a great time, just the two of us buddying around there. So enjoy the video.
Hey everybody, we are in Heldrungen.
Yes, we are.
We have about 50 minutes to kill before we catch a bus, and we're going up to the Kyffhäuser, the propaganda monument built by the Prussians to play upon the ancient myth of Barbarossa. And so you had to get this bus, you had to call ahead and book it. The bus doesn't run unless there's people going to go on it. The only thing I got to find out, if I can, is does our state ticket cover it? It should, but maybe it doesn't. Yeah, so we're in the little burb in the middle of the southern part of the Harz Mountains. This is the Südharz, and at the train station there's a little old castle, like guard tower, way down there. You can kind of see if I zoom in. It's up on the hill up there. And so we are right at the foot of the southern Harz Mountains. The Harz Mountains, literally the heart of Germany. So we just have to go find our bus 494 stand here. Alright, so here's the map. We are down here in the bottom corner of the map, Heldrungen, and we're going to catch a bus in a little bit, and that's going to take us through Bad Frankenhausen, and then up here to the Kyffhäuser monument. Now there's actually some really cool caves over here, but I don't think we'll get to them. We are not in the town proper. The station is actually about 1 kilometer out of the town the other way. The town's the other way, but this is a little area that's around the train station. You've got sort of the community school is down here, so for all the farming and little villages, the community school's here. And then this is actually a hospital and a psychology ward for children and teenagers. Otherwise, it's just a row of houses, some pretty cool houses. But this is also the heart of, well, I shouldn't say the heart. It's not the heart of the Harz. It's in the Harz Mountains, but this is one of those areas that probably a lot of the people may not feel like they benefited from the union of the two Germanys back in 1990. It's one of those areas where they might be thinking, you know, you get some older people and they'll be like, it was better under the communist, which I would disagree with, but obviously some things are tougher now, but yeah. All right, we are waiting for a shuttle, but we've made it to the monument. All this red sandstone, but we have made it here. We're just waiting for a shuttle, only takes a couple of minutes to go up. It says it takes about 40 minutes to walk the zigzag. I'm not doing that up the side of a hill with not a very careful path. I have made it to the Kyffhäuser. Taking a little bit of finagling, train to bus to shuttle, but we are here. I've made it. I can't believe it. I've wanted to see this place for a long time. You do get some typical epic views from up here. Yeah, and the Har Mountains. But epic views here. Somebody just got married. Anytime I see old-time vehicles like this, I think of, for example, Graham from Lakeside Junction. Having a little fair up here today, which is kind of cool. Oh, look, an old Trabi. And scene. Here's the forest side. Wow, that is thick forest. On the other side, we're going to go in. We're actually looking for toilet. There was never really a castle here. This was all built in the 1800s. There might have been a small tower or something here, but this really was built in the 1800s. little bastion tower. There's a little thing that explains it down there, but I didn't read it. But this was an observation tower. There was a small castle here, or fort. Nothing too major. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not going up there.
Na? Wollen wir erstmal hier hochgehen? Mal da oben auf den Turm gucken. Dann kannst du noch mal kurz hergehen.
Kannst du hier bleiben, wir gehen da hin.
Komm mit hoch.
There he is, and then we'll get a picture. Try to do a picture together with him.
Sure.
If it doesn't work, we'll have to get help.
Yeah.
Video. All right, Joyce and I are sitting with Barbarossa.
Hello.
Hey, Barbarossa. I've been looking a long time to hang out with you here. We made it. I can't be. It was stressful, but it was cool to be here. This has been a long time coming. I've taught this for so many years, and now to finally be here. And I still got to get the best picture. Joyce already took it, but this is the Kyffhäuser Monument.
Konnten sich jederzeit lösen und in die Tiefe stürzen.
Oh, wow. This is one of the deepest wells.
It is. You are safe. You can look down. Wow. That goes way down. Did I just take a picture? Right here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Photographing the same thing from different angles. All right. For the good of the German fatherland. All right, I think this is the. These are things that have been found up here. Good help. This is different stuff they found over the years in the that people have dropped in the in the well. If you see the third one down, there's actually a set of keys. Somebody probably wasn't happy about that. So most recent. So you can see somebody's keys to a Volkswagen. There's a pocket knife or Swiss Army knife. Combs. It's dated to earliest things found all the way down. That is so cool. Oh, I can't bend over any further. That's hilarious. I see Wind is playing havoc with the mics. Wind is really kicking up. We had high wind warnings. Well, low wind warnings. Gust of up to about 30 miles an hour. There's a lot of people in period costumes here. I want to see it with my eyes. There he sits. There he sits. We'll get the two of them together. Okay. You get an absolutely amazing panorama here. Okay, so we have finished our tour of the Kyffhäuser, about an hour and a half. Very cool. I am absolutely ecstatic that I got to see it. The problem is the public transportation or private transportation to get up here runs on very odd schedules on the weekend. You'd think on the weekend it'd be more. It's less, obviously. Another little thing, Mao. The Emperor's Ambassador Embassy. So it's a memorial. Yeah, but that gives it a cool ghostly glare. Okay, Joyce is about to partake, and so am I. A Trinker Bratwurst. Now, Trinker Bratwurst is one of the most common and popular bratwurst in Germany, but it's our first Trinker Bratwurst in the state of Tringen, where it gets its name. We are eating at a cafe just down from the Denkmal. So It smells amazing, freshly grilled off from over there. All right, some last shots from our day. Now we just gotta kill 2 hours before we can go back down the mountain. It's gonna be boring, but we'll find something to do. There we are. We got up there, got down. Now we just gotta make sure a bus shows up. Don't need a bus, and it looks like some rain could be coming in, so we don't want a repeat of Hohenzollern.
Indeed. Yes, we know we can call them.
I'm actually kind of giddy that I finally saw this place
For
for all it is, and just
And they survived.
I've been sadly repeating the same stories to Joyce that I've told years and years. All my students, the Kyffhäuser, the story of Barbarossa, sleeping in these caves. But yeah, very cool. All right, so there's another hiking path down this way because we're hiking the other side of the hill. We came down one side, but you got a nice little walking path here, and you go down to a town called Tilda, and you can see where there used to be a bunch of trees that all grew close together. They chopped them down, and then some other trees, and they turned some of those trees into a table and stool.
Stonehenge.
Joyce is calling it the Kyffhäuser Stonehenge. And a little pond down here with pond scum. That's very pretty. I suppose on our way back we could go down there, check it out. Some more of the original castle walls, ruins. Yeah, we were staying up there about an hour and a half ago. Yeah, I'd really have preferred sort of a medieval band music feel. That would have been awesome. So, yeah, we did not come down here. The Unterberg, the lower castle, lower fortress. Berg in German can mean town, but it also means a fortified castle. Probably destroyed in the 30 Years' War, because that's when so many castles were destroyed, and it's the only one outside of World War I and II that would have, well, even World War I wouldn't have come in remotely this far. But you can see those stones are burned, so there was fire at one time. Could have been the Napoleonic Wars. in a defensive keep. We had towers there, and this would have been the central. Yeah. In some castles, the keep would have been where the main noble stayed, but it was basically the final central defensive position if the walls were breached. Usually square, but you can have round keeps, round towers. We got a few steps to go up here, a nice little wooden bridge, but you can see old steps. To think somebody dozens to hundreds of years ago laid those. A cave. I mean, this is a land of caves. Now, is that human brickwork above it? Doesn't look like it. That looks like natural fragmentation. But this is an area of caves. We are back around to the monument again. You can see here where they had arches at one time, which have been redone. So maybe part of the original castle redone and then additional structure added on. Can't guarantee that's what we have, but that's how it appears standing here. Joyce will stop and get her pictures. So quite a bastion here. So we've now walked back up and around. So we've now done a full circuit around the Denkmal. Okay, our last little trip of the day, we came back down to this little hill we've seen. There are paths that go all the way through, but we'd seen this from up there when we did the first round, or the second loop. And then yeah, those are carved out of stone. I thought they were tree trunks, but that's stone. But don't want to go wandering too far, just because not everything's marked here. But yeah, I don't know if this path circles back up and around too. There's another one here and there. There's a bit of a path, but it's not walked as much, so it's not as worn as much. That's a view. Again, the bench needs to be facing the other way. Definitely some poison ivy off the side here. Trying to avoid it. But it's been quite an adventure with some hidden joys. I mean, I came just to see the monument, but we've had some lovely walks through some old overgrown village and castle fortified areas. So, yeah, this was an epic visit. A wonderful, wonderful day. The weather's been up and down. We had a little bit of rain while we were on the bus, but not much. And yeah, it's just really cool to see a stagnant pond here with all kinds of pond scum. But old walls here. Makes you wonder what was really here, depending on how old those walls are. 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 400 years ago. Was this stuff part of the build? When they did the monument, is it from the castle and there was once just more walls here acting as support walls? But old overgrown steps, so there would have been things here. You see all the stones here. Yep. Yeah, I get this in the blue sky. We started in gray, ended in blue. Yeah, we got more gray coming, but at least right now, just a parting shot to call it done.